We're on page 58 here in our math class today, and since so many of you were absent for that field trip, we're going to make a little video here about example 1. They want to know when the line y equals 2x, which I'm going to circle here in red. Everybody knows that line? Yes? It's just a slanted line that goes through the origin. Kind of steep, slope of 2. They want to know when it will hit the curve y equals x squared. Why don't we show this on Desmos to make sure there are solutions, or there is a solution, or maybe there are no real solutions. Let's find out. So go to Desmos using your phone or a Chromebook, any computer. You can get to desmos.com. And for y1, we're going to go ahead and put in y equals x squared. Y equals x squared. And was that the blue or the red? Blue. All right, I'm going to make that one blue. Blue. And then go ahead and put in y2. We're going to, the second equation, y equals 2x. And that one we want to be red. All right. Now, when we get to a home screen here, do we see them crossing? How many times? Twice. They appear to cross once when x is, the student said 0, and another time when x is, the student said 2. When x is 2, y is 4. So that's when they cross, okay? So we can see that they have two solutions. Let's confirm that. In your packet, let's use algebra for this. So what I want you to do on page 58, for example 1, in the gray bar on the left side, I want you to write this example. When will y equals x squared equal y equals 2x? We learned in math a long, long time ago that if y equals this and y equals that, if y equals yellow and y equals blue, what's true about yellow and blue? They're equal. So we can set x squared equal to 2x. All right? With algebra, we can solve this by subtracting 2x from both sides. So the next line would look like this. I'm moving horizontally across the page. You can just write this vertically as you're doing your work in the gray bar. So x squared minus 2x equals 0. And we learned, maybe it was after the test, but we learned that you can factor out the common x. X times x minus 2 would equal 0. And therefore, we would have two solutions. X either equals, what would x have to be here to make this whole thing equal 0? X would equal 0, or x would equal 2, because 2 minus 2 would make 0. Hey, those are the two solutions we thought it would have based on what we saw on Desmos. All right? Think you can handle the try it? And you said you didn't want to be on recording. You know who you are. So I'm not going to do this part. I would like you to do the try it here on page 58. Set them equal to each other and solve it algebraically. And if you're watching at home, you could pause the video and come back to it. If you didn't pause the video, then this would sound awkward because I told you to. I told you to pause the video, right? Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do at this point is we're going to do what we did before and try to get everybody equal to 0, like I did right there. So we want 0 on the right side. So 3x squared will be joined by 3x or minus 3x? 3x squared minus 3x will be joined by minus 2 or plus 2? Plus 2, because you're adding it to both sides to move it over to the left. Who's left on the right? 0. Okay, your choices are factor it or use the quadratic formula. What do you think? Well, I don't know. If we really read the instructions, do they want the solutions? Read it real quick. What are we determining here? So really, all we need is this part. Right, everybody? Other than Larry, what's this called? The discriminant. Let's see how many solutions this has, and we'll be done with the problem. We'll use Desmos to confirm what they were. Okay? So b squared would be 9. I just go right to 9. If you type -3 squared in and you don't use your parentheses, you're going to get -9. Don't trust the calculator there. Use parentheses if you need it. But -3 squared is 9 minus 4 times a times c. 4 times 3 times 2 is 24. What's 9 minus 24? I don't even care. I just know that the answer will be negative. I think it's -15, right? Since it's negative, do you think when we go to graph this on Desmos, will this cross this? Will they meet? Will they intersect? I think not. Let's try it. Let's go to Desmos and let's graph 3x squared versus 3x minus 2. 3x squared versus 3x minus 2. Put 3 in there. (3x minus 2). There we go. Oh, they're close. They're close to crossing, but they do not. All right? So there's no intersection between the two. There's no real solution. Good? That concludes example 1.